In this video, I'm going to explain to you how to adjust your already installed printer. So the way you are going to do that is by first going to the control panel. If you want to access your control panel, it's on the, let's say you are on the desktop, from the left angle, like from the extreme left here where you have the window button here. So you just click on it, or you just come here and type control panel. You come to this white space here and type control panel. Control, once you type control, it give you the option of the control panel, then you select it. Then you look for device and printer, which is here. Sometimes it might be here, so you just start looking for device and printer till you get it. Not device manager, it's device and printer, this one here. So once you click on it, it's going to bring up this page for you. So most likely you are going to have something like this, XP58. So most likely what the problem that people usually have is probably the printer was installed and the port was changed. So if the printer is connected to the system, first of all you will notice that there's a box here that disappears if it is not connected to the system. Then when it is connected to the system, you see, now that I connect the printer to the system, this USB port appears automatically. So if it appears and this looks bold like this, that means your printer is okay, everything is fine. But if for any reason I change the port where this printer is supposed to be and I connect it to another port, that's what usually causes the problem of the printer the system not recognizing the printer. So this becomes on board. So once this is on board, then you are going to have that problem of the printer not printing. Once it is on board like this, you are going to have that problem. You can see that this is not bold. This is not bold. So once this is not bold like this, then you are going to have that issue where the printer is not going to print. So then in that case, this might be connected. In that case, this might be connected, this might be showing rather, then this is still on board. But at least the first thing that you must make sure that you notice is that this has to be showing. If this USB printing support is not showing, that means your printer is not even connected to the system. So that's the first thing that you might want to check out. You plug the printer to electricity and plug the USB port to the back of your system. So which is this USB port, your normal USB port, the one that is attached to the printer. So once that is connected to the system, this becomes boot. Then you now start troubleshooting this. Most cases where your problem might come from is if I right click on this printer. In your case, your own might be XP58 copy. It could be XP58 copy 1. You understand? But in my own case now, it's just XP58. So if I right click on this now and I check printer property, this one here, it could be that this printer has been reconfigured to a different port. You can see that this tab here, when I right click on this printer property, the first thing that shows is the tab here, printer property. The first thing that shows is the general tab, which is this one. So I'll navigate to the port tab. So there's possibility that this printer is assigned to this tab. You can see now that I'm changing the tab and I click apply, I'm in the port and I click apply now. Most likely this printer will not work in this case. Let's try to look for another port. You can see it's already malfunctioning. I can't even right click on it anymore. Okay, so we're already having issues with the printer because we changed the ports. So let me see if I can change it back. We can't even change it back because the ports, we already have issues with that port. So let me try to see if it can appear here again. Okay, we can't even see it here again. So what I'm going to do in this case now, I'll just quickly do a fresh installation. So I'll go to my desktop. There's a copy here. This XP printer driver. Just double click on it, then click yes, then select your 58mm. Is most likely once you click and click out, in the case where it's distorted like this, I'll just click on one, click out, then it shows me clearly. So I'm taking this XP58, then I'll set default printer, this one, then I'll click on check printer port. So once I click on check printer port, then I can continue with my installation. Because when you click on that check printer port, it automatically gives you the port number that it should be, that the printer is connected to, and that's the port number that you should select when doing your configuration. So I just click OK, then I'll click install, then I'll click yes. So yeah, the reason why I clicked yes now is for it to bring out this page for me. With this page being out now, then I can say what's my printer property. I mean, print my test page, this one here, you know. But in this case now, it's not printing, because now that it's not printing and we just did a fresh installation, the next thing that comes to my mind is, let me go to the port setting. So on this port setting, you can see that this thing is on a very completely wrong port. So I'll now change the port back to the port that the printer gave me while I was doing the installation, which was USB 003. So I'll select this, then I'll click apply. Automatically, once I click apply, it's just printing directly. Then I can go to my test page, check whatever I want to check. Even if I apply and it did not print, I can still click on print test again, you know. So now I have the printer installed. If I go back to my control panel, in case you can't navigate this, I'll just come down here, click on this white stuff, type control, then select control panel, then go to my device and printer. Then you can see that this printer now bears XP58 copy. So here now, what I want to do here now is to select, because this is the printer right now. So I can right click on this and set it as default printer. So the green changes from this to this. But now in this case now, this printer now bears XP58 copy, and this is the one I'm sure of, because if I right click on this and I say print printer property, let me do that again, right click, printer property. So then I click on print test, automatically is printing because the port setting, everything is fine. The port setting is on USB 003, which is fine. So I can just click OK. Then now that the printer name is XP58 copy, if I go back to my sales page, I have to change this. So if I click on printer settings, either this printer is already connected or is never connected. I have to now connect it. If it is already connected, I'll right click on this and delete whatever I have here on this part. Then I'm now setting it up from scratch. So you can see that we have two different printers here. I'm taking the copy, the one with copy 1. So I'll select copy 1. Then the paper type is still the same paper type, 58 mm. Then the copies to print is 1. Then I can click on save. So here now, my printer is ready, my software is ready to print. And whenever I make a sales and I click on print, I mean pay cash or wherever I click on, automatically it's going to come out of the system printing fine. So, and that will be the end of this video. Thank you.